Hello. Welcome to today's Dashcam Diary of Disabled with me, Chronically Happy. It's a beautiful, cold, rainy morning in Oregon. I am headed to my chiropractor appointment number 1 today. Number 2 is not until about 3 o'clock in the evening or afternoon, early evening. So I'll be driving back in the dark from Corvallis later tonight. As much as I want to stop by and say hi to my buddy, my gaming buddy, man, I can't stop by his house. There's no way in hell I am stepping inside his house with his wife extremely sick. She ended up going to the ER last night. She texted me even before gaming with her husband, and she's like, hey, if I need to crash early or whatever, I'm having such a hard time breathing. I said, shouldn't Cody be doing stuff to help you? And she said, Cody is the name I made up for him. I want to make sure be discreet with my stuff. And of course my phone falls in the middle of it. I gain speed and it's like, woo! I was trying to open my drink, yo. I'm gonna get the caffeine going. My hair is gonna get totally jacked up for my chiro. Like, I don't even know why I bothered trying to do it nice beforehand. I don't like my clips in my hair, but it's to train my hair. I don't got any like hairspray or anything to try and help keep it down. And I don't like putting product on my hair anyways. Not since I don't shower every damn day like I used to. Water just dehydrates my skin so bad. And being winter time, it gets extremely bad. I really need to go get tires for my vehicle. This partial hydroplaning does not make me too confident in my drive here. I know some of my videos don't get, like, it's hard with the road noise. I know. And my microphone's actually on the opposite end of the phone. I have the camera closer to me on this end this time. Sometimes I do it the other side, but most of the time I honestly do it like this, the way my camera's set up now. All those cords and stuff really pissed me off, and the one suction cup thing did not stay on the windshield for the dash cam here, so I don't know, I'm probably going to resell that entire set because it just didn't work for me. There's just too many cords, and I kind of want a wireless system to be able to work. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Get what you pay for. I paid about kind of cheap for it. So it is what it is. I think I still have what terrible timing. I'm like, man, I finally have an appointment down there, and now I don't even want to stop by there. His dad went back to the hospital last night. I feel so sorry for my dude. We'll call him Bob too. We'll call him Cody. We'll call him Bob. We'll call him Jerry. I'm going to call him all kinds of different names. But Bob's dad went into the ER last night, and his wife didn't want to tell him because she knows how stressed out he gets because of it. However, I wish she wouldn't have told me that, because then now I hold the secret. Now I'm responsible for not saying anything. Like, I knew the information, but why couldn't I be a good friend and tell him, look, your dad's in the hospital again. He gets very sensitive to those topics. And on top of having to deal with her getting sick as hell, it just wasn't good timing. So I think she was waiting for the inevitable to tell him. But she didn't want to put him in a bad mood. He already had a bad day at work. Like, the last 2 days, I guess they had a cyber attack at his work, and he hasn't been able to access any of his stuff for like 2 days. So that sucks. But with how grumpy he is at home, and I've seen him and his attitude around his family firsthand, he's kind of a jerk, honestly. I feel like his wife deserves somebody better than him. And the most he did was bring her soup, and then he had to complain about taking her to the ER. And I heard her basically, she didn't care if she went in her underwear or not. And he's like, no, you need to get some pants on before we go to the ER. I heard part of that conversation during our gaming session last night. Because I heard her, like, she's like, I don't care what I look like when I go. I just need to go, and I need to go now. And she was saying it as a statement more so than as a truth, that she was going to go in her underwear. But, like, she wanted to make sure that he wasn't just going to milk it longer, playing the game with me, and then go into the ER. I tried talking to her last night, but she could barely breathe. Like, she was going into respiratory depression type stuff. Like, she has a hard time. She has major asthma, like way worse than I've got. And I mean, I know I'm a complicated patient, and I have like tons of complicated issues that reluctant to even ask because I already know what she's going to say, that she can't make any exceptions. There is a freeze on her taking on new patients, and there's just no way for her to be able to take her on. And I have mentioned my friend to her before, but I would like to have had another doctor appointment with my doctor to discuss it rather than a my chart message, because I have a very big aversion to writing my chart messages because I never get a result that I'm looking for ever when I do a my chart message. Maybe I'll get one this time, but it's usually her staff that answers it for her. So I'll go ahead and write the message, and then I will screenshot it to her to see if it's proficient enough in explaining my friend's story. I'm kind of like let her write it for me in a sense, or edit it for me. I have a good way with words, but like I have a very hard time believing, and it's only because I don't have the experience myself with Medicaid. But Medicaid, you are provided a case manager, and that case manager is supposed to help you get what you need. But I'm not trying to dismiss my friend's experience either. She said that she talked to her case manager, and it's been 4 weeks and she hasn't heard anything back. So my friend is just very, very impatient, and she feels like her life is really going to be ending. Which I understand and empathize, because I felt like that myself when I was in the thick of it, when I was not diagnosed with everything and I couldn't get the help that I needed, mostly because of COVID at the time. It was really hard, but not undoable, but there's so many messages in her chart or doctor's notes that talk about how much psychosomatic she is, and they really do think that she needs to go into the bin again. I want that case manager to know, I want to do some things for her because I want to know. I want to experience it for myself. If I have to pretend to be her, I'm going to, just to get some answers. But this girl, like, if she doesn't want to do something, she's not going to do it. So if I even set something up for her and then she ends up, backing off of it, that's on her. That's not on me. I try my best to help her, but she is so dysregulated, is a way to put it. Discombobulated. She's having the hardest time getting the treatment she wants. She's trying to strong arm every doctor, and that's not going to work. You have to be patient, and you have to be complicit with doctors in order to get anywhere. You have to get to know that doctor before you unload on them. You can't just unload on them your first appointment and expect them to not be like, I'm not talking ill intent of anybody, including her. I just wished I could see better motivation out of her in other aspects of compliancy with her doctors. She got fired, for goodness sake. She's in limbo land, which is causing her to be even more outrageous in her ideas. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and that's very, very true in her case. mental breakdowns over things. But I have learned you cannot fight with your doctors and expect them to want to be compliant if you're not compliant with what they request. I've learned that. I don't go blindly into believing everything a doctor says, but I do believe my doctors a lot more than I used to. I have too heard doctors tell me on multiple occasions in the past that I want it done my way and my way only. I've heard that in relationships of mine with men. I am very stubborn and I know what I want. People aren't always receptive to people like me. I know what I want and I will do everything it takes to get it. That's the fact. And if I don't get it, then I'm either going to be in a tantrum or be a B word. Not going to lie. I use my anger to get me things. What you want about somebody to make some dirty comment about me in a banana on video? I mean, I know I will. I grew up with actual innuendos. I was queen of innuendos back in the day. Oh wait, that's too big a bite. Alright, there we go. I'll give you something to talk about. And then I'll make it non-sexy. Nom, nom, nom. I will eat you up and spit you out if you're not careful. So, you don't want to mess with me. You don't want to make me mad. You don't want to make me mad, that's for sure. I am a real B word. I mean, this is why I can't keep friendships. This is why I can't have nice things. I ruin many things all the time with my honesty and truth. And it gets me into trouble with certain people. And I like to dig my own hole many times over. I just keep digging and digging and digging until people are like, nah, you're not for me. I'm definitely delulu some days. Because I've got to disassociate from myself sometimes to just protect myself, and that's what I've had to do to hermit the last couple days to be prepared for all my appointments this second half of the week. And again, happy hump day, guys. Get a little humping on. The camera's gonna fall if I don't hold it. I freaking swear. Driving through this Kaiser station, there's so many turns, so many stoplights, and I'm so extremely late. I'm already like 10 minutes late. I'll be 15 minutes late when I get there. Turn. So yeah, I'm late today. I couldn't get my butt in gear and get going. Ugh. Yeah, that would happen if I let go. Let it go. Let it go. I did not see that show. I do know that there's a song "Let It Go," and that hey, what is it? Frost? No. Frozen. I never watched Frozen. This damn thing